Okay, so last video I showed this infinitely high vault door. But I realised, if I just chopped a block off one side, we've got a 3 wide vault door. That is infinitely high. So here's another video. And I definitely didn't record this and then realise I had Minecraft really small window the entire time and somehow my brain didn't notice. So I'm definitely not recording this for a second time, very angrily. 3x3. Hell yeah. Well, no, wait, 3 wide. Shut up. Hell yeah. So it goes like this. And this is the one I just built in the tutorial that I had to re-record. And I will very calmly show you how to build it again. So for the bottom bit, it's kind of separated because you've got this bit at the side and that's repeated every 2 blocks. But then the bottom bit is obviously different because we've got this extra bit here. And same for the top. So I did the resources separately for those. They might be inaccurate because I might have broke stuff and then picked up the torch like that. Okay, so for the bottom, you're going to need 20 blocks, 3 sticky pistons, redstone torches, 9 redstone dust, 4 redstone repeaters. Then for the sides, every 2 blocks, you're going to need 8 sticky pistons, 6 redstone torches, 7 blocks, an observer, and also a redstone. I don't know how I missed that. And then for the top bit, you're going to need 3 sticky pistons, 5 redstone repeaters, pretty sure it's 12 redstone dust, 6 wool, 2 slabs, and some blocks for the ceiling. It's actually 10 redstone at the top, I don't know, but basically roughly those resources. Anyway, you're going to need this 3x10 area like this, and if you look at the pattern, this is where the door is, and the middle of it is where this orange block is, and it's 3 blocks off of the floor like that. That's where the floor for the door is. So if I say it in a more clear way, it's 4 blocks from the left and then 3 blocks up. And then we just do the sides like this, as high as we want to, and we've got that. Amazingly, I did it exactly the same height as the other one. That wasn't on purpose, that was completely by accident. Anyway, at the bottom, we do 3 pistons aiming up, and we're also going to have those 3 pistons on the top, aiming down like this. Then on the left side, our pistons are really simple, so we miss out the bottom block, then we go 1 block up and do a piston facing into the wall, and we do that until 1 block from the top. Like that. And then to do the right hand side, we've got a bit different. So I'm going to do orange blocks for the blocks that get pushed into the middle, just to show that they're different. So if we look on the door, we have these orange blocks getting pushed into the middle, and we don't have to do one at the bottom or the top. So that's why I'm using orange blocks, just to show that. And actually we'll leave doing those for now because we need to put the pistons down. So there's going to be blocks here that get pushed to the middle by a double extender. So to do that, from our wall, we go 2 blocks backwards and have a double extender, and we miss out the bottom one because again, that gets handled by these blocks getting pushed up at the bottom. So we go 1 block up and start, and then we do that. Same as left side with the 1 piston, all the way up until 1 block from the top. Then we also have the same thing of the pistons, the single pistons at the front to push the first bit of the wall in, starting 1 block from the bottom and all the way to 1 block from the top. Like that. So that's our pistons. Okay, so for the bottom bit, aiming into 3 pistons from the back, we're going to do 6 blocks like this with repeaters and redstone dust. Then to get these pistons on the left side of the door, we're just going to every other block place a block like that, and then every other block in the kind of opposite place to left of that, we're going to do blocks. So we get this diagonal pattern like this. And then we just do 1 more going down at the bottom and then 1 underneath that like this. And then we do a block with redstone aiming into that bottom block. And that's because these have torches on them. So we're going to do torch going up, then across into the bottom piston, then away from it into the block above. And we just alternate like that the entire way up. Like so. And then to get to the top pistons, I'll just fill in the kind of ceiling and wall there. We just take the signal from this top piston, then we do a redstone, and we want to do a slab going up so it doesn't get powered. On slabs, the redstone can go up, but it doesn't go down. So if I power this redstone, it doesn't go down. But if I power this one, it does go up. So that's the point of that. stops it getting powered from the other side. And that's just because in order to make the top turn on and off in a nicer way, I actually delay it from this side, but I make it turn on first from this side. And that's just to make it turn on and off a bit nicer. So don't worry that these blocks are out, they'll fix themselves later. Okay, now comes the harder side, the left side. So firstly I'm going to put the blocks in front of these pistons. And then the blocks that power these pistons when they're here, because first we power this one at the back. And then we power the one at the front to push the block to the middle. But to power the one at the front, we actually do the block next to it and power it with redstone. So to do that, we do blocks, every other block starting at the bottom with redstone on them. And that'll power that. And we'll do a torch tower on that in a bit. But firstly at the back, starting at the bottom again, we'll do blocks, every other block on these pistons. And then we'll do the diagonal thing. So this bit of the diagonal should be at the front, behind these pistons, the single pistons. So we've got this pattern here. And to power this back torch tower, we do a block, one block underneath, and then a block, one block behind that. And then we do blocks going across like this with redstone on them. And we do a torch on top. And then a torch across, and a torch alternating the entire way up. This shouldn't be redstone here, this should be a torch on the block at the bottom that the redstone is going into. Oopsie doopsie. And then last torch, like that. So then to power the pistons at the front, we do torches aiming here at the sides. And that'll power all those pistons. Again, don't worry about the blocks, they'll fix themselves later. So now if we go around the back, we do have a thing when this piston extender turns off. The blocks will still be sticking out like that. So even though the pistons are pulled back, the blocks will still be sticking out there. So we have to set off this redstone again to power these middle pistons to pull those blocks back. And I have just realised I do need one above this one as well. And this won't actually set off this piston yet. We need to do a note block or a trapdoor above this middle piston. So I did miss that in the resources, sorry. Because of some weird Minecraft mechanics, it'll get powered diagonally by this block. If it gets updated in quotes by something like a note block, you could also use a regular piston as far as I know. But I'll use a note block. And we also need to make this torch shaft go 2 blocks higher above the pistons. So you wouldn't have to do this note block thing if you'd done the pistons at a height where they were like this. Then this redstone would just power this piston and that would update the one underneath. But if it ends up like this, where you've got the block 1 block above, you have to do a note block or something. And then we do these torches 1 block higher, because an observer coming out of this torch that's off at the moment powers this redstone the second time to set the pistons off to pull the blocks back in. So we do these observers the whole way down, every time there's a torch that's off, aiming into the block with the redstone. Like so. Now, the first time we power this redstone, it's not with these observers, it's with a torch tower. So next to every bit of redstone, we do a block like this. And then we do the same thing of putting a block sort of diagonally next to those, so we can do torches the whole way up. And then we alternate torches, like that. So it should look like this. And then to power this torch tower originally, we do a block 1 block below with a torch on it. Oops. And then we do a block going into that with a redstone repeater, and then a block with a redstone dust next to that repeater. And that's because our floor goes there and our wall goes there. So as you can see, it fits neatly underneath it. And we also want one more torch coming from the bottom of this torch tower, so on the opposite side to this one that starts it off, and that has a redstone dust coming out of it, going sideways under the observer into this torch tower here, and that's because it delays it turning off, which helps this double extender to work. So that's why we've got that little bit of redstone there. So now finally, if you want the top pistons to go off a bit nicer, you delay it by taking a signal from this top torch from the back torch tower, so we just go across like this. Because of some weird redstone mechanics with this piston, you probably want to put a slab here. And then we just do blocks going across like that. And then we'll do a block above this redstone dust. I'll also put a slab here, because a piston below this block can get activated by weird mechanics. It's really weird, but I just realised, yeah, we don't want the redstone above this block. We actually want it powered by this torch. So what I do is a slab here. And then a block above the note block, and that has a 2-tick repeater on it. So sorry, yeah, I put some of these blocks in the wrong place. But again, we've got a block above this redstone to stop it connecting up. And that's what the top should look like. It's just a way of making it go off in a neater way. So if we use a lever to power the redstone at the bottom, the door should close like that. And then I'll put the wall in. So the wall is wherever the pistons are extended outwards. That's where your wall and floor are. So the floor is here, and then if we turn it off, it opens like that. And obviously you'd fill in the other stuff like this. And yeah, so to power it, you just need any redstone connecting up to this redstone dust here. So like you could do this redstone going up here with the lever, and bam, there's your door. I've been Idenide, thanks for watching.